The world is not lacking in talented people, but very few are truly persistent. In a society that celebrates breakthroughs, we often forget that those who keep going, slowly but never stopping, are the ones who will go the furthest. Outwork everyone. Working harder than anyone else is not just a slogan, it's a way of life. This is the path of those who weren't chosen from the start, the ones who were laughed at, excluded from the race, and underestimated. But instead of fighting back with words, they choose to respond with actions. They silently practice when others rest. They wake up earlier, stay up later, study deeper, and remain more patient. They don't seek quick recognition, but pursue long-term results. If you've ever felt like you're not good enough, that no one believes in you, or that you don't have the best starting point, this book is for you. Not to say that everything will be easy, but to remind you, if you don't stop, you will reach your destination. And if you do more than others, in the end, you will surpass them. Keep booing me, baby. I love it. This is not just a catchy phrase, nor is it a reaction to resist public opinion. It is a declaration of an iron spirit, of those who have faced enough criticism to understand that opposition is the first step toward recognition. Anyone who has gone through a true success journey will nod when you talk about the pain of criticism. Not because they pity you, but because they understand. They've been there. In that place where people look at you with suspicion, smile condescendingly, or throw phrases like, "There's no chance for you." What makes you think you can dream so big? Just give up. It's not for you. But here's a secret that few talk about. Criticism is the universe's first test before handing out rewards. If you collapse because of a few harsh words, you don't deserve to be on the podium. But if you stand firm, keep moving forward, and even use the criticism to hone yourself, you will become unstoppable. We are programmed to avoid harm. When criticized, our instinctive reaction is to withdraw or retaliate with anger. But if you let emotions control you, you will be stuck in an emotional loop instead of breaking through. True success doesn't come from emotions, but from strategic feedback. You don't need to prove anything to those who criticize you. You just need to keep doing the work. The more people think you will fail, the bigger the impact when you succeed. Not everyone deserves a verbal response, but everyone deserves a response in results. Why do people love to criticize? Because they are afraid. They see you daring to do what they can't. They see you daring to dream what they have given up on, and that makes them uncomfortable. Some criticize just because they are bored, but there are also those who criticize because they truly care for you. No matter the reason, you must understand, every criticism, if handled correctly, is data for you to improve yourself. Like fire. It can burn you, or it can cook your meal, light your room, power the world, depending on how you use it. When criticized, you have two choices. One is to give up, shrink, and retreat. Two is to step into the dark corner, practice in silence, and prepare for a comeback that will make the world take notice. Every legend has been knocked down. Every champion has been the underdog. No one is born with a halo. Light only comes to those who dare to walk through the darkness. The more others think you can't, the more you must make them unable to imagine. Look at the most inspiring people in history. Michael Jordan was once cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey was once fired for not being suited for TV. Walt Disney was once told he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. But they didn't waste time arguing. They used the time to rebuild and rise up. A good comeback isn't to embarrass someone. It's to make you proud when you look at yourself. When you return after being underestimated, you don't just prove others wrong, you prove that you cannot be broken. You're not a short-term phenomenon. You are living proof of the power of perseverance. Use failures as launch pads and criticism as headwinds to soar higher. One day you won't need to say anything at all. Just look back at the road you've walked. Those scars, those silences, the days when no one was there to cheer you on. You're still going, and you've arrived. That's the only way silence becomes victory. Success doesn't arise in the moment of inspiration. It doesn't appear amid dazzling lights or applause. It comes in the silence. On mornings when you feel completely exhausted, on nights when you doubt yourself, and in the moments when you want to quit but choose to keep going. When inspiration falls asleep, Discipline wakes it up. True success isn't for those who wait for the right time, it's for those who create the moments. Long haulers aren't those who always feel energized. They are the ones who know how to keep going even when the gas tank is empty. There's a truth no one tells you when you first start dreaming. Your dreams will fight against you. It will test your resolve with failure, rejection, loneliness that makes you question, am I wrong to pursue this? But that's when personal awakening begins. When you realize every achievement has a price, every peak requires sacrifice, and with every step you take, you affirm, I deserve this. Success isn't for those who want things easy. It's for those who accept pain, but never back down. Inspiration comes and goes. Motivation is a wave, but discipline is the ship you steer through the stormy sea. You don't need to always feel energetic. You just need to know what you need to do, and do it even when you don't want to, even when you're tired, even when no one sees. Discipline isn't glamorous, it isn't rewarded, but it's the thing that separates dreamers from doers. Failure doesn't kill you, it only checks if you're serious about your dream. Rejection doesn't define you, it simply tells you, not now, but not never. Look at J.K. Rowling, an embodiment of perseverance in silence. As a single mother living on welfare, she wrote the first draft of Harry Potter in a small cafe with a heart full of wounds and an unyielding spirit. 12 publishers rejected her. No one believed the Little Witch story would become a phenomenon, but she didn't give up. And when the first book was released, all those rejections became legends. Not because Rowling is more talented than anyone else, but because she didn't break after failure. She used it as fertilizer to make her dream take root deeper. People often think success is the reward at the end of the road, but the truth is it's something you have to pay first, with time, tears, and thousands of nameless hours. You will have to. Work while others sleep. Focus while others entertain themselves. Be patient when no one believes in you. No one knows when the sweet fruit will come, but you have to plant the seeds first. And when the time comes, it will bloom like fireworks in the dark night. Personal awakening doesn't come from external light, but from the inner light in you. When you stop demanding perfection from yourself and start believing that as long as you don't stop, you will make it. You won't always be strong. There will be moments when you cry, when you doubt yourself, but as long as you don't fall forever, you still have a game to play. Write your life story not with instant inspiration, but with unwavering perseverance. Success will come, but it won't knock on your door gently. It waits for you at the end of the tired days, the rejections, the workouts when no one cares. You may be silent, but you're never insignificant. You may stumble, but you will never fail. And one day you'll stand at the place you once dreamed of, with a smile, remembering it all, and silently saying, I've paid the price. Now it's time to reap. Chapter 3, Anger, Pain, and Loneliness. Who are the true winners? Success doesn't always come with support. Sometimes you will realize no one stands by your side, no words of encouragement, no trusting eyes, no one nodding along every time you doubt yourself. But there's a hard-to-accept truth. Only those who are alone with their ambitions know how to forge a true winner's journey. Anger is often seen as a negative emotion. It can destroy relationships, create resentment, and drive us to act irrationally. But when you learn to channel anger, it can be your greatest motivator. Anger isn't something you should suppress or ignore. Instead, use it as energy for the fight ahead. When someone tells you you can't, let that be the spark that ignites your drive. When you're overlooked, let it fuel your resilience. When the world laughs at your dreams, turn that laughter into the wind beneath your wings. But here's the key. Don't let anger control you. You can use it to propel you, but it shouldn't consume your actions. If you let anger define you, it will cloud your judgment and prevent you from thinking clearly. The best kind of anger is the one that pushes you forward without letting you lose your way. Pain is inevitable. Whether it's the physical pain of working long hours, the emotional pain of rejection, or the psychological pain of feeling inadequate, we all face it. But pain is not the enemy. Pain is a teacher. It shows you where you're weak, where you need to grow, and where you need to improve. It's not just about enduring the pain. It's about learning from it. Every scar, every bruise, every wound, whether emotional or physical, has a lesson hidden within it. If you're in pain, take a moment to reflect. What is it trying to teach you? What can you learn from this hardship that will make you stronger in the future? The more you grow through pain, the less fear you'll have. Pain will no longer feel like a threat. It will feel like a sign that you're on the right path. The journey to success is often lonely. You won't always have someone by your side cheering you on. The world will continue moving while you're stuck in your silent hours of hard work. In those moments of solitude, when no one sees you, when no one supports you, when no one believes in you, remember this: you are not alone. The truth is, those who have the strength to keep going through the hardest times alone are the ones who will eventually win. Success isn't about the crowds cheering for you. It's about standing firm when no one is watching. In loneliness, you'll find clarity. You'll find yourself. You'll find what you truly want, not what the world says you should want. Success is never just about the destination. It's about the growth that happens in the lonely moments. So instead of fearing loneliness, embrace it. It's a sign that you're on the path to greatness. Everyone wants to be successful, but success is not just about external achievements. The true winners are those who win within themselves. They are the ones who conquer their own doubts, fears, and limitations. They fight against the voice inside their heads telling them they're not good enough. They defeat the insecurity, the self-sabotage, and the procrastination that holds them back. It's easy to look at someone's achievements and think that they have it all figured out. But the truth is, no one's journey is without struggle. The difference lies in who chooses to keep going despite the struggles, the doubts, and the loneliness. True victory isn't about the medals or the trophies. It's about the inner peace that comes from knowing you gave everything to your dream. It's about the satisfaction of knowing that no matter how difficult the road was, you walked it with integrity and perseverance. Resilience is a skill. It's the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to rise after failure, and to keep moving forward after a defeat. The strongest people aren't the ones who never fail. They are the ones who keep getting up after every fall. Building resilience takes time and effort. You have to practice mental toughness, control your emotions, and believe in your ability to overcome anything that comes your way. Remember, resilience doesn't come from never experiencing hardship. It comes from experiencing hardship and choosing to rise above it. It's about having the determination to keep going, even when the road seems impossible. Resilience is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up too soon. The true key to success is not external achievements. It's winning the internal battle within yourself. If you can overcome your own doubts, fears, and insecurities, then you've already won the hardest battle. The rest of the world's obstacles are nothing compared to the power you unlock by conquering your inner limitations. When you stand at the peak of your success, you won't just be proud of your external accomplishments. You'll be proud of the person you've become. You'll be proud that you kept going when the world tried to hold you back. You'll be proud that you fought your internal battles and emerged victorious. In the end, the true winners are those who never stopped fighting, not because they never faced challenges, but because they were determined to face them head-on and rise every time they fell. Success is built on resilience, on determination, and on the ability to keep going when it feels like the world has turned its back on you. We all have limitations. Some are physical, some are emotional, some are self-imposed, but the greatest limitation you'll face is the one you place on yourself. Self-doubt is the thief of all progress. It sneaks into your mind, telling you that you're not good enough, that you're not capable, that you're destined to fail. It whispers lies that make you second-guess every decision, every move, every step you take toward your dreams. But here's the thing. Self-doubt is not the truth. It is a fleeting feeling, a passing storm that clouds your vision. It doesn't define who you are, nor does it dictate what you're capable of achieving. The only way to beat self-doubt is to confront it head-on. When you hear that inner voice telling you that you can't, respond with, "I can and I will." The more you challenge self-doubt, the weaker it becomes, and the stronger your belief in yourself grows. Every limitation you face is an opportunity to reinvent yourself. When you hit a wall, don't just sit there and complain about it. Use it as fuel to transform. Ask yourself, how can I break through this? What skills do I need to learn? What part of myself needs to evolve? Reinvention is not just about changing your external circumstances. It's about changing your mindset. You can go from being someone who feels stuck to someone who feels empowered. You can go from feeling limited to feeling limitless. But it requires the courage to look at your weaknesses and transform them into strengths. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Reinvention allows you to find new paths, new solutions, and new ways of thinking. It's the key to breaking through limitations. And the more you embrace the idea of reinvention, the more you'll realize that limitations are only temporary. When you feel comfortable, when everything seems predictable, you're no longer growing. Growth happens when you step out of your comfort zone and take risks. Taking risks doesn't mean being reckless. It means taking calculated chances that challenge you to be better. When you take risks, you open yourself up to new opportunities and experiences. You might fail, you might fall, but even in failure, there are lessons that push you forward. Risk is the doorway to greatness. It's the courage to step into the unknown, knowing that failure is just part of the journey. Every time you take a risk, you're moving closer to the person you're meant to be. It's easy to get excited about big dreams and long-term goals, but the reality is that success is built on consistency, not bursts of effort. You don't need to make huge leaps every day. You just need to take small, consistent steps toward your goal. Those little daily actions, those minor improvements, those moments when you push yourself a little further than you did yesterday, they add up over time. Over time, consistency compounds. The small things you do today will pay off in big ways tomorrow. But it requires patience. It requires persistence. Success isn't always about making giant leaps. Sometimes it's about staying the course and continuing to show up, no matter how hard it gets. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. Every failure brings with it valuable lessons that will ultimately help you succeed. When you fail, you learn what doesn't work. You learn what needs to change. You learn what you need to do differently. The key is to embrace failure, not run from it. Failure doesn't define you, it refines you. Those who avoid failure are the ones who miss out on the opportunity to grow. Those who fail, get up and try again, are the ones who eventually win. The more you fail, the more you learn. And the more you learn, the closer you get to mastery. You will face limitations. Everyone does. But it's how you respond to those limitations that will define your success. Instead of allowing your limitations to hold you back, see them as stepping stones to a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to break through, to reinvent yourself, to rise to new heights. The most successful people didn't achieve their dreams by avoiding limitations. They achieved them by breaking through them. So the next time you face a limitation, ask yourself, how can I transform this? How can I grow through this? Because the true winners are those who embrace their limitations, reinvent themselves, and transform every obstacle into their greatest strength. Success is not about avoiding obstacles. It's about how you face them. And when you learn to face them with courage and resilience, there's nothing that can hold you back. Without purpose, life can feel like a never-ending cycle of tasks and obligations. But with purpose, every action you take is infused with meaning and direction. Purpose is the fuel that drives your ambitions, the spark that ignites your passions, and the compass that guides you through life's challenges. Purpose is not something you stumble upon by accident. It's discovered through introspection, trial, and error. Your purpose is a combination of what you love, what you're good at, and what the world needs. It's that sweet spot where your passions and talents intersect with something greater than yourself. To find your purpose, ask yourself, what excites me? What do I feel deeply connected to? What would I do even if no one was watching? What impact do I want to have on the world around me? Don't rush the process of finding your purpose. Sometimes it takes time. You may have to explore different paths before you find the one that resonates with you, and that's okay. The journey of discovering your purpose is just as important as the destination. When you have a clear sense of purpose, obstacles become less intimidating. Purpose gives you the strength to keep going when things get tough. It provides you with a deep motivation that pushes you forward, even when you're faced with failures, setbacks, or exhaustion. When you're doing something meaningful, even the most challenging tasks feel worthwhile. Your purpose becomes your anchor during difficult times. It reminds you why you're doing what you're doing and helps you persevere in the face of adversity. When you live with purpose, your actions have a ripple effect. Your passion becomes contagious, inspiring those around you to find their own purpose and pursue it with vigor. Living a purposeful life not only changes your world, but it also changes the world of others. Your purpose might be to help others discover theirs, to lead with compassion, or to create something that adds value to the lives of many. Remember that even small acts of purpose-driven kindness can have a profound impact. Every time you live in alignment with your purpose, you create positive energy that spreads far beyond you. Purpose without action is like a dream without a plan. To truly live with purpose, your actions must align with your vision. Every decision you make, every step you take, should be a reflection of your purpose. Start by setting intentional goals that support your purpose. Break those goals down into smaller, actionable steps and commit to taking consistent action. It's not enough to have a purpose, you must live it. When your actions align with your purpose, you create a life of fulfillment, joy, and meaning. You wake up each day with excitement, knowing that every effort you make is contributing to something greater than yourself. Purpose is not only about what you do in your lifetime, it's about the legacy you leave behind. Your purpose is a seed you plant, and your legacy is the tree that grows from it. When you live with purpose, you're not only impacting your own life, but you're creating a legacy that will inspire and guide future generations. Think about the legacy you want to leave. What will people remember you for? What will your contributions be? How will you make the world a better place for those who come after? A life without purpose is like a ship without a sail. It drifts aimlessly. But when you have a purpose, you have direction. You know where you're going, and every step you take brings you closer to your destination. Purpose gives you the strength to overcome challenges, the motivation to keep going, and the satisfaction of knowing that your life has meaning. By living with purpose, you not only transform your own life, but you also inspire others to find their own purpose and live it fully. Your purpose is your gift to the world, and by living it, you can make a profound impact. So ask yourself every day, am I living with purpose? Am I contributing to something greater than myself? The answer to that question will shape your journey and create a life of fulfillment, joy, and lasting impact. Success doesn't come from talent alone. It's built through discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. It's the ability to stay focused, make tough choices, and stay committed to your goals despite distractions, obstacles, or setbacks. Discipline is not about forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do. It's about creating habits that align with your long-term goals. It's about consistently doing what needs to be done, even when motivation fades. Motivation can be fleeting, but discipline is what keeps you on track day in and day out. To develop discipline, focus on small, consistent actions that lead to bigger results. Start by building good habits that support your vision, and over time, these habits will become second nature. Discipline thrives on consistency. It's not the big occasional bursts of effort that lead to success, but rather the small daily actions that compound over time. Whether it's showing up to work every day, practicing a new skill, or following through on a commitment, consistency is key. The power of consistency lies in the fact that every small effort builds momentum. One step leads to the next, and before you know it, you've made significant progress toward your goals. In a world full of distractions, maintaining focus is a challenge. Discipline helps you cut through the noise and stay committed to your goals. It's about saying no to short-term pleasures or distractions in order to prioritize what truly matters. To overcome distractions, create an environment that supports your focus. Set clear boundaries, eliminate temptations, and stay mindful of your goals. When you focus on what truly matters and block out the distractions, you'll find yourself making progress faster than ever before. Self-discipline goes hand in hand with self-control. It's about making choices that are in alignment with your long-term vision, rather than giving in to immediate desires or temptations. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve your goals, you strengthen your discipline. Whether it's choosing to eat healthy instead of indulging in junk food or deciding to work on your project instead of procrastinating, each choice builds your self-discipline. It's important to remember that self-discipline is a skill that grows with practice. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes, and the easier it is to stay on track. Discipline isn't just about sticking to a routine. It's about mental toughness. There will be times when life throws challenges your way, and it will be tempting to give up or take shortcuts. But true discipline is about staying committed even in the face of adversity. When you stay disciplined during difficult times, you build mental resilience. This resilience helps you bounce back from setbacks and continue pushing toward your goals no matter what. Building discipline doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires patience and persistence. Start by setting small, achievable goals. These goals should be simple but meaningful enough to keep you focused. Once you've achieved one goal, set another one and continue the process. Over time, you'll build momentum and your discipline will grow stronger. Remember, the key is to stay steady and consistent. Accountability is a powerful tool in maintaining discipline. When you hold yourself accountable to your goals, you're more likely to stay committed. You can also enlist a friend, mentor, or coach to help you stay on track. Having someone to check in with, share your progress with, or encourage you can make a significant difference. In addition, tracking your progress can help you stay motivated. Whether you use a journal, an app, or a simple checklist, keeping track of your successes helps you see how far you've come. Discipline goes hand in hand with effective time management. When you manage your time wisely, you can make room for the things that matter most. Time management requires discipline because it involves prioritizing tasks, setting boundaries, and avoiding procrastination. Create a daily schedule that aligns with your goals. Break down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps and tackle them one at a time. Stay mindful of how you're spending your time and make adjustments when necessary. Discipline is hard, but it pays off. When you stay disciplined, you achieve your goals, and that brings a sense of fulfillment and pride. The reward of discipline is not just about reaching your destination, it's about the person you become along the way. You become stronger, more focused, and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. And as you achieve more, you inspire others to do the same. Discipline is the foundation of success. It's what separates those who dream from those who do. When you build discipline, you build a life of consistency, focus, and achievement. By making small, deliberate actions every day, you move closer to your goals. And when you face challenges, discipline helps you stay committed and keep going. Remember, discipline isn't about perfection, it's about progress. So stay focused, stay committed, and let discipline guide you toward the success you deserve. In the journey to success, setbacks are inevitable. It's not the obstacles that define you, but how you respond to them. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from challenges, keep moving forward, and maintain a positive attitude despite adversity. Resilience is the mental and emotional capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. It's the ability to stay strong when things get tough, learn from failure, and use those lessons to grow. Life will throw challenges your way, whether personal, professional, or emotional. Resilience is about facing those challenges head-on and refusing to let them stop you. It's important to recognize that setbacks aren't the end of the road. They're part of the process. With resilience, you can overcome anything. Your mindset plays a crucial role in how you handle setbacks. A growth mindset allows you to see challenges as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than as obstacles that prevent you from reaching your goals. When you shift your perspective, setbacks no longer feel like failures. Instead, they become stepping stones on your path to success. Resilience comes from knowing that you can learn from your mistakes and continue to move forward. Each setback teaches you something valuable, whether it's a new skill, a different approach, or a deeper understanding of yourself. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It is what turns intention into action and makes consistency possible. Without discipline, even the best intentions will fall short. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goals and take consistent action, even when distractions arise. It is the foundation of personal success because it turns your dreams into tangible results. Without discipline, you risk losing momentum, falling into procrastination, or giving up when things get difficult. The disciplined person understands that success isn't just about talent or luck. It's about staying committed and working hard every day, regardless of how they feel. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about showing up consistently and giving your best effort. Self-discipline is not something you are born with. It's something you can develop. It starts with small actions and builds over time. Start by identifying one area in your life where you want to be more disciplined. Set clear goals and take consistent actions toward those goals. Make sure your goals are specific, measurable, and realistic. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get fit," say, "I will work out for 30 minutes every day." Create routines and habits that support your goals. When you make discipline a part of your daily routine, it becomes easier to stay on track. The key is to be patient and persistent. Developing self-discipline is a process, but the results are worth the effort. One of the biggest challenges to discipline is the constant stream of distractions that surround us. Whether it's social media, phone notifications, or everyday interruptions, staying focused can be difficult. To build discipline, you must learn how to eliminate distractions and maintain focus on your goals. This requires setting boundaries and creating an environment that supports your work. Start by identifying your biggest distractions, then create a plan to minimize them. For example, turn off notifications on your phone, set specific times for checking emails, or designate a quiet space for work. Discipline thrives in an environment of focus. The more you can eliminate distractions, the easier it will be to stay disciplined and productive. One of the most effective ways to develop discipline is to build a daily routine. Routines create structure and consistency, making it easier to stay on track. A well-designed routine will help you prioritize important tasks, reduce decision fatigue, and create momentum. Start your day by tackling your most important tasks first when your energy and focus are at their peak. Reserve the later part of the day for less demanding tasks. Make sure to include time for self-care, relaxation, and activities that recharge you. A disciplined routine isn't just about work. It's about balance and maintaining your well-being. Discipline requires the ability to delay immediate gratification in favor of long-term rewards. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in short-term pleasures, social media, junk food, or procrastination. However, true discipline means choosing what's best for your future, even when it's hard in the moment. Practice delaying gratification by making intentional choices that align with your long-term goals. For example, choose to spend your time learning a new skill instead of binge-watching TV. The more you practice delayed gratification, the easier it becomes to make choices that align with your bigger vision and long-term success. Discipline is closely tied to willpower, and both can be strengthened over time. When faced with temptation, your ability to say no can determine whether you stay disciplined or give in. Strengthen your willpower by making small, deliberate choices that challenge you to stay focused. Each time you resist temptation, your willpower grows stronger. Over time, you'll find that your ability to make disciplined choices becomes easier, and your focus becomes sharper. Another strategy is to remove temptations from your environment. For example, if you want to avoid unhealthy eating, don't keep junk food at home. Instead, stock up on nutritious snacks that support your goals. Accountability is a powerful tool in building and maintaining discipline. When you have someone to answer to, whether it's a mentor, friend, or coach, you are more likely to follow through on your commitments. Find someone who shares your goals or has a similar level of discipline, and create a system of mutual accountability. Regular check-ins with this person can help you stay motivated, track your progress, and overcome any challenges that arise. Accountability not only helps you stay disciplined, but also provides a sense of connection and support, which can make the process feel less lonely. Even the most disciplined people face setbacks. There will be days when you slip up, miss a deadline, or fail to meet your goals. The key is not to let these setbacks derail your progress. When you face a setback, acknowledge it, learn from it, and get back on track. Don't be too hard on yourself. Discipline is about consistency, not perfection. If you fall off track, remind yourself of your why and recommit to your goals. Each day is a new opportunity to practice discipline and move closer to your objectives. Discipline is what turns dreams into reality. It's the steady, consistent effort that leads to lasting success. When you build discipline into your life, you're not only achieving your goals, you're becoming the person you need to be to succeed. The reward of discipline isn't just the external accomplishments. It's the internal transformation that happens when you stay true to your commitments and continue to grow. As you practice discipline, you'll find that your success becomes inevitable. Discipline is the foundation of unstoppable success. It's the ability to consistently show up, work hard, and stay focused on your goals. By developing discipline, you will turn your dreams into achievable goals and take consistent steps toward success. Remember, discipline is not about being perfect. It's about showing up every day, making the right choices, and never giving up on your vision. So, build your discipline, stay committed, and know that with each discipline action, you are getting closer to the life you desire. The path to success is rarely smooth, and it's in the face of obstacles that our true character is tested. Adversity isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace, for it holds the lessons and opportunities that will lead us to the next level of growth. Obstacles are a natural part of life. Whether they come in the form of failures, setbacks, or unexpected challenges, how we respond to them defines our future success. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, we must learn to view them as opportunities for growth. Every challenge presents a chance to learn, adapt, and become stronger. When you face difficulties, remind yourself that these experiences are shaping you into the person you need to be to achieve your dreams. The ability to embrace challenges with an open mind and positive attitude separates those who succeed from those who give up. Choose to see the value in adversity and watch how it transforms you. Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks and continue moving forward. It's the muscle that helps you endure through tough times and rise above difficulties. To develop resilience, you must first accept that setbacks will happen. Life is unpredictable, and things won't always go according to plan. However, it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. Building resilience involves cultivating mental toughness, staying flexible, and learning to adapt in the face of adversity. When you face a setback, allow yourself time to process and reflect, but never stay down for too long. The faster you get back on track, the stronger you become. Persistence is the key to overcoming obstacles. When things get tough, many people give up, but the true winners are those who keep going even when it seems impossible. Persistence isn't about being the most talented or the smartest. It's about continuing to take action despite the challenges. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is often the ability to keep moving forward when faced with difficulty. Whenever you encounter a roadblock, ask yourself, what can I do next? Even small steps forward add up over time and will eventually lead you to success. Persistence is not just a mindset, it's an action. Keep pushing forward no matter how slow the progress may seem. Failure isn't the end, it's just a part of the process. Everyone faces failure at some point. What separates successful people from those who quit is how they respond to failure. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your abilities, see it as valuable feedback that tells you what you need to improve. Use failure as motivation to work harder, smarter, and more effectively. When you fail, take the time to analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and adjust your approach. If you can turn failure into fuel for growth, There's no obstacle you can't overcome. While resilience and persistence are important, you don't have to face obstacles alone. Building a support system of people who encourage and uplift you is crucial to overcoming challenges. Whether it's a mentor, friend, family member, or colleague, having someone to lean on can provide the strength you need to keep going. Surround yourself with positive, supportive individuals who believe in your potential and can offer guidance when you need it most. Don't be afraid to ask for help or seek advice. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come from conversations with others who have walked similar paths. In the face of obstacles, it's easy to get distracted or discouraged. However, maintaining your focus on your long-term goals is essential. When you encounter challenges, remind yourself why you started in the first place. Keep your eyes on the prize and don't let temporary setbacks cause you to lose sight of your vision. Use your goals as a source of motivation during tough times. Visualization techniques can help keep your focus sharp. Picture yourself overcoming the obstacle and achieving your success. This mental imagery will help you stay positive and driven, no matter what challenges arise. Every setback holds valuable lessons, whether it's a mistake you made or an external factor that hindered your progress. Each obstacle teaches you something important. Take the time to reflect on what went wrong and what you can do differently next time. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? How can I grow from this challenge? By continuously learning from your setbacks, you transform them from painful events into opportunities for self-improvement. The more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to handle future obstacles. Fear is one of the most powerful obstacles that can hold you back from achieving success. Whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown, fear can paralyze you if you let it. To overcome fear, you must first acknowledge it. Understand that fear is a natural response to uncertainty, but it doesn't have to control you. Challenge your fears by taking small, manageable steps outside your comfort zone. Each time you confront your fear, it loses its power over you. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action despite it. The more you face your fears, the more confident and capable you become. Overcoming obstacles often requires patience. Success doesn't happen overnight, and the road to achieving your goals will be filled with twists and turns. Trust the process and believe that every step you take, even the small ones, is bringing you closer to your dreams. The most successful people understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. Patience doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for success to come to you. It means staying committed and continuing to put in the work, even when you don't see immediate results. Obstacles are an inevitable part of the journey to success, but they don't have to stop you. By developing resilience, persistence, and a growth mindset, you can overcome anything that comes your way. The key is to keep moving forward, learn from your setbacks, and never lose sight of your goals. With the right attitude and determination, you can turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth and progress. Remember, the obstacles you face today are the stepping stones to your success tomorrow. Keep pushing forward, and you will emerge stronger and more capable with each challenge you overcome. The foundation of any achievement begins with one simple but powerful belief. You can do it. Believing in yourself is crucial, as it sets the tone for everything else that follows. Without self-belief, even the most talented individuals can falter when faced with challenges. Here's how you can build and strengthen this key pillar of success. Self-belief begins with recognizing your own potential. It's easy to doubt yourself, especially in the face of obstacles or when others question your abilities. But remember, every person has inherent strengths and unique qualities that can help them achieve greatness. Take time to reflect on your skills, achievements, and the progress you've made so far. Focus on what you have accomplished, no matter how small. This will help reinforce the idea that you are capable of achieving your goals. Once you truly believe in your potential, you'll unlock a powerful force that propels you forward no matter the challenges you face. Self-doubt is one of the greatest enemies of self-belief. The negative thoughts that creep in, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, it's too late, can paralyze you. However, these thoughts are often based on fear and insecurity rather than truth. To overcome self-doubt, it's important to challenge these negative thoughts with evidence of your capabilities. Remind yourself of your past successes and the times you pushed through difficult situations. Also, replace the negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am worthy of success, and I can achieve my goals. Over time, this practice will help rewire your brain to focus on your strengths rather than your weaknesses. Confidence is a natural byproduct of taking action. When you act, even in the face of fear or uncertainty, you prove to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. The more you take action toward your goals, the more you build your confidence. You may not see immediate results, but every step forward reinforces the belief that you're on the right path. Start small and gradually take on bigger challenges. Each time you succeed, no matter how small the achievement, your confidence will grow. It's not about being perfect, but about continually progressing and learning from your experiences. Trusting yourself means trusting your instincts and intuition. We often second-guess ourselves, seeking external validation or waiting for someone else to tell us what to do. However, self-belief is built on the ability to make decisions and trust that you are capable of making the right choice. When you trust your decisions, you take ownership of your actions and outcomes. Even if things don't go as planned, trust that you'll learn and grow from the experience. Over time, as you see the results of your decisions, you'll become more confident in your judgment, and your self-belief will continue to strengthen. One of the main reasons people struggle with self-belief is the fear of failure. We fear making mistakes, being judged, or not meeting expectations. However, failure is not something to fear. It's an inevitable part of the success journey. To believe in yourself fully, you must understand that failure is a stepping stone to success, not the end of the road. Each failure teaches you valuable lessons that help you grow. Rather than seeing failure as a setback, reframe it as a learning experience. With each failure, you get one step closer to your success. When you embrace this mindset, fear loses its power and self-belief flourishes. Visualization is a powerful tool for building self-belief. By mentally rehearsing your success and visualizing your goals coming to fruition, you send positive signals to your subconscious mind, reinforcing the belief that your goals are achievable. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving your goals. Picture the process, the obstacles you'll overcome, and the final success. Feel the emotions of accomplishment, and let this visualization motivate and inspire you to take action in the real world. The more vividly you can imagine your success, the more confident and driven you will become. The people you surround yourself with play a significant role in shaping your self-belief. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity or people who doubt your potential, it's much harder to maintain your confidence. Choose to spend time with individuals who uplift and support you. Seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who believe in your potential and encourage you to pursue your dreams. Surrounding yourself with positivity and inspiration will help reinforce your self-belief and provide the support you need to stay motivated. Sometimes building self-belief requires practicing self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things aren't going well, but being kind to yourself is essential for maintaining your confidence. Instead of focusing on your mistakes or shortcomings, treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. Recognize that everyone faces struggles, and it's okay to have setbacks. Self-compassion allows you to bounce back quicker and continue on your path to success without being weighed down by self-criticism. Setting achievable goals is a crucial step in building and maintaining self-belief. When you set goals that are too far out of reach, it's easy to get discouraged and lose confidence. Break your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Achieving these smaller milestones will give you a sense of accomplishment and build your belief in your ability to succeed. Each goal you achieve, no matter how small, will reinforce your confidence and drive you toward your bigger dreams. Take time to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Acknowledging your progress is essential for building self-belief. By recognizing your achievements, you remind yourself of your capabilities and the progress you've made. This practice of celebrating wins will help you stay motivated and confident as you continue your journey toward success. Self-belief is the bedrock of success. When you believe in your potential, You unlock the power to overcome obstacles, face challenges, and achieve your dreams. The road may not always be easy, but with unwavering self-belief, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. Remember, success begins with believing in yourself. When you trust in your abilities, take consistent action, and stay committed to your goals, there's nothing that can stop you. Believe in yourself and watch how the world begins to believe in you too.